Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I know I turned that down kind of fast, right? Anyway, good morning to everybody. Hey, Reese, good morning. Good morning. I don't know if Sips is on here yet, but happy birthday and good morning to Sips. Anthony is here. Good morning, Cousin Jay and Rolita. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Reverend Danielle. How are you this morning? Look at everybody coming on in. We got Cousin Jay and Cousin Ursula. Good morning. Let's see who else we got here. There's the birthday woman. There's the birthday woman, Sips. It is your birthday. Everybody wish Sips a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Siswake. And Valerie, good morning. Hey, guys, if you haven't yet, do me a favor, share this out to all the replay viewers. Good day, good morning, and I'm so glad that you are here. If you are brand new to this broadcast, guys, start to share this out today. I'm dropping something hot. So please share. Let's get this going right now. Okay. If you haven't been on this morning broadcast, I'm Sensei Sabir. I come here every day, Monday through Friday, right around 8:30 in the morning. And I'm on here for like 10-15 minutes. So if you want to catch me live, you got to just make sure that you have your notifications on. Okay. I'm talking to spiritual entrepreneurs, life coaches, speakers, and writers, right? Showing you guys how to, first of all, work on your mindset, shift our mindset so that we can attract the right and perfect client to us when we do things like create content, write our own books, get on the stage and start speaking. Those are the things that I'm supporting my community to do. And if that's of interest to you, I'm glad you're here. Good morning, Nina. So let's get it going. Hey, Samantha Nikki, good morning. I hope I said your name correctly, sis. All right, guys, thanks already for the love and the likes. How much I appreciate that. Guys, I want to dive right in because today's topic is deep and relevant to everybody that's on here. I know it, right? So when we talk about fear, right? So you said, I want to run my own business. I want to write a book. I want to, hey, good morning, Don. Guys, do me a favor, share this out. This is going to be good. Khadijah, what? Y'all want the best henna in the world? You need to go see Khadijah Don at hennasook.com, hennasook.com. Shameless plug for somebody I really, really, really love. Okay, so anyway, guys, here we go. You want to run your own business. You want to work from home. You want to travel the world and speak, and you want to do all these awesome and amazing things. And then you get to a certain point and you realize I keep hitting this wall. So we keep talking about that this year, right? There's a couple of different reasons. And this morning, the reason I want to kind of unpack and look at is fear of success, guys. Fear of success. You would probably think that if I mentioned fear, I'd be talking about failure. No. Fear of actually succeeding, of actually embodying the visions and the dreams that you've had in your mind for years and years that you've been nurturing. And for some reason, you keep hitting an obstacle. Good morning, Constance, right? For some reason, you keep hitting a wall. I want to say these obstacles that keep coming up, thank you, Tina, good morning. What if they are in your mind and they are your approach? So let's unpack this, guys. Do me a favor and share it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let me do a shameless plug before we do that, though. Tonight at 9 o'clock, we've got some free coaching available to you. If you're interested in LinkedIn, that is a really untapped little area. It's not my thing, but it might be yours. There's free training tonight. So if you want it, check out my description. Go over there, register, absolutely free, nothing to buy. Free training on LinkedIn tonight. This is every Wednesday. So you'll hear me, kind of plug that every Wednesday, guys. It's free. You might as well go take advantage of it. Okay. The description has the link. It says online marketing coaching on Wednesdays. Second thing is you can join my email list. There's a link to that as well in the description. And other than that, let's get this going. Okay, so how to eliminate the fear of success so that you can actually create that thriving business that you want. Let's look at it, okay? If this sounds good to you guys and you're tracking, you like that so far, do me a favor, you guys, send up a roar for me. I'm going to talk about 3 things. These are 3 things that I do, right? So this is the gospel according to Sabira. This is what works for me. It may not work for you. But guys, I want to give you guys something to kind of get your brain thinking, get you moving differently. Good morning, Ia. So here's number 1. One of my students, please write this down for me. Number 1, you guys, you got to tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. If what you're feeling is fear, then you need to say that to yourself. You don't have to tell anybody else at this stage, but you have to tell yourself the truth. Good morning, Casey. You've got to tell yourself the truth. If it is that I feel afraid, right? I feel afraid. It's important that those are the words you use. I feel afraid, because here's the thing. What could your business look like if you didn't feel afraid anymore? What could it look like if you didn't feel afraid anymore? I'm just wondering if you've ever thought about what your business could look like if you did not feel afraid. I want you to write down one thing that describes what your business might look like if you didn't feel afraid, if you would allow yourself to just move. Okay? But you have to first acknowledge that, you know what? I'm actually afraid. I feel afraid of succeeding. You can't unpack it. You can't do nothing with it. You can't move forward. Your business will only go so far if you don't tell yourself the truth that you feel afraid, or you feel anxious, or you feel confused, or you feel. Own it. Okay? And then step number 2. There we go, Samantha. You just took the first step. Okay? Step number 2. Stop owning it. Once you acknowledge it, okay, I see you. Like, and it's just your cup. Okay, I see a cup. Let me acknowledge that I see a cup. It can be neutral, guys. It doesn't have to be this big, scary, hairy thing. If you will just look at it, you probably are creating stories about what your business will look like that isn't far, far, far from truth. Number 2, once you acknowledge that you feel whatever it is you fill in the blank. I'm not going to do that for you. Then number 2, stop owning the fear. And this is a language thing. But guys, if you've been with me a while, thank you, Tina, you know how important I feel language is. Language is one of the building blocks of your life. It really is. What you speak about comes about. So if you actually, and it's one word, guys, it's the power of this one word. And for demonstration purposes and demonstration purposes only, y'all better share this out, because this right here is good when I'm getting dropped today. This is good. I am feeling this today. Okay? Check it out. Check it out, y'all. Look, 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 look. This is important right here. Okay, here we go. Stop owning the fear. Every day, you are taking an invisible bath. This is all according to Sabira. This is how I see it in my mind. You're taking an invisible bath from the moment you wake up. You are bathing your senses, your mind, your every cell in your body is being bathed by the vibration of your thoughts. And so if what you're waking up to and sending throughout your nervous system is, oh my God, I feel afraid. I come to my office and I really am afraid. So what I do is start shuffling papers around. I know I need to make some calls, send some emails, but instead I haven't looked at my fear. I haven't looked at the fear. I haven't owned the fear. I haven't acknowledged it. And so it's running you. It's driving you away from doing the things that you need to be doing that build your business. If this is good, share it out. I have no qualms in asking you guys to share because I know this is good. And I know a lot of people need to hear what I'm saying today. Okay. So you're speaking it to yourself, you're feeling it, and you're not shifting it. You're just going out into the world with this, and then you're vibrating fear all over the place. And then you turn on your TV or you turn on your radio, and then you allow that stuff to come into you. All of that fear from the news, from your news feed on Facebook, from what people are talking about around you. That girl, I will tell y'all the truth. I spend a lot of dang time alone because I listen to the words people say. There's not a lot of people I hang out with for that reason, because they're not responsible for the energy they bring. They don't understand that they are actually shifting the atmosphere with their words. And so if I'm around someone who's negative for too long, I'm having to like block in my mind, turn around what they're saying so that I'm not taking it in. That's what you got to do. But that's a whole other class. Okay. So instead of taking ownership of the fear, you can leave it in a neutral place by saying, I feel afraid, rather than I am afraid. Everybody on here probably already knows that anything that you put after the words I am, powerfully creative. However, you can neutralize the fear. You can put it in a neutral place by simply saying, I feel afraid, over and over and over again if you have to. You neutralize the fear, right? Here's something very practical you can do. You guys, I want you to write this down. One of my students, please write this down. I'm going to go on here and check this out. You guys want to neutralize the fear. Here's how you do this, right? Check it out. Oh, I meant to bring something to show you. I'm going to bring it tomorrow. You neutralize the fear. You do two things. Instead of owning it by saying, I am afraid, you say, I feel afraid. And then that thing that you feel afraid of, you face it. You face it. Simple. I'm going to give you an example. In 2013, I went skydiving. And I went skydiving. It was a year after my double mastectomy. Right? I meant to bring actually my, I'm going to bring it for you guys tomorrow though. I meant to bring the implant because I kept the implant. Check it out. What happened? I went skydiving, went up 10,000 feet into the sky in a plane, a perfectly good working plane. And your girl jumps out. Because at that point, I was feeling afraid of life. I was feeling afraid of moving forward. I was feeling afraid of creating the life I wanted. I was feeling afraid. And the only way for me, I'm a very physical person. I'm an athlete, right? You got to know yourself. I am a physical person. So for me to shift something in me because of the way I know I'm wired, I knew I needed to do something physical and I needed to push the envelope. That's how I roll. You need to figure out, as a business owner, you need to have a journal that you write in on the regular. You need to know yourself. You need to study yourself before you go out there and even study the market, or at least simultaneously. Y'all, please share this out. I know this is good right here. I'm going to take a sip. This morning I have water in my mug. No Dandelion Coffee. Is too hot. It's going to be too hot. Just water today. All right. So anyway, I go up 10,000 feet in a perfectly working Cessna, and then I jump out. I'll post a picture after the live stream today. As I am descending to the earth, you guys know I had cancer in my right breast, right? Had it removed in 20, July of 2012, July of 2013, I find myself descending to the earth. As I'm descending to the earth, my implant literally breaks through my skin. I'm gonna show y'all. That's what it looks like now. I'm flat on one side and I have an implant on the other side. Now, if I was afraid before I jumped out, you better believe I was almost paralyzed when I came to the ground and I opened my shirt and my implant is tucked in my shirt, between my shirt and the top of my pants. I was afraid, guys. I was afraid, doubly afraid at that point. I was paralyzed. All I could get out of my mouth from my little sister who I had driven to the skydive place with, all I could say was, I need your keys. So that I could go and sit in the car and just, it was a deer in a headlight. Literally, I could see the inside of myself. I was afraid. I felt afraid. I was paralyzed, literally. They had to call my plastic surgeon who was on vacation in the Dominican Republic and get him to fly back to the States because he said he didn't want anybody else working on my chest. I was afraid, guys. You hear what I'm saying? I was afraid. I know, it's shocking, right? It's shocking. So 2014, July, fast forward. I go back to the exact same skydive place. I harness myself back up. I take my implant with me, and the plane rises 10,000 feet in the sky. Me, my implant, and the dude that's gonna go down skydive with me. Why did I do this? I did this to neutralize the fear in my mind. I could not allow that to stop me because I knew if I did, I would not go forward in any other place in my life because I had already gone past, I'm afraid I'm gonna die. And then I lived, and immediately after living, I go jump out of a plane, and literally the implant comes out, and I felt afraid. And I said, no, that's never gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. Suck it up, buttercup, get the implant, go back, climb back in the plane, take a breath or 3, and jump again, Sabira. Jump again. That's how you neutralize fear. I don't know if there's any. Y'all like, oh my God. Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. It was like that. Y'all, I'm not your teacher if you're faint-hearted. I'm not. I'm here for those that are like, I got a little bit of warrior in me and a little bit of soft in me. Because I'm going to tell you, go jump out of your plane. Go get your implant and jump out of the plane, whatever that is for you. That's the only way I know how to neutralize a fear, is to face it head on, direct, and personal. Because if you don't do that, it owns you. It drives you. It controls you. And as an entrepreneur, you've got to be the one sitting in that executive seat. Success will elude you for the rest of your life if you don't tell yourself the truth about how you feel. If you don't stop owning the experience as a real thing, as my fear. Like, and because what happens is you end up taking pride in it. Oh, that's I have fear. I have this. That does not serve you as an entrepreneur. Neutralize it by facing it. That's number one, right? Face it. Here's another thing that I do. That's extreme, guys, but sometimes you got to roll like that. Sometimes you got to go hard like that, because sometimes what you're facing, the bigness of your vision, the exact opposite has got to come just as big. So you got to get bigger. You got to get bolder. You got to get stronger. You got to get wiser. The other thing I do is I have a daily practice to reprogram my brain. I wake up and the first thing I do to render whatever is gonna work against me ineffective and harmless to me. For me to disarm on a daily basis and reprogram my brain and my nervous system on a daily basis, it's music. It's music, or it's motivational. Like I go to YouTube. I'll place in. I got a lot of things to give you guys today. This is a good day. If you're here, I'm leaving you guys a lot of tools and resources today. So I have a couple of motivational YouTube videos that I'll listen to. This one in particular that I'm going to leave, I think it's about a 30-minute recording. And for me, I love it. You may listen to it and be like, "Ooh, I don't like that." But I'm gonna leave it here. I'll post it when we're done. For those of you that it works for, great. If it doesn't, find your own. Right? So if I was at a job and I know I have 15-minute breaks during the day. Well, let's start at the top of the day. The top of the day, I listen to a recording that is about 17 minutes long. That for me, I told you guys my core belief. I have two. There's two of them that are programmed in me that I'm constantly working on. And number one is I'm not worthy. Number two is I'm not enough. So I listen to a YouTube recording that works on my core belief. Before I talk to anybody, before I go into my day, and especially before I go to work. Because my vision is huge, and I'm sure that yours is too. You guys, you got to hit it hard. So I listen to that at the top of the day. Then twice throughout the day, I will listen to this other YouTube that's 30 minutes. I listen to 15 minutes of it, go on and keep working. And then at the end of my workday, I listen to another 15 minutes. Or sometimes I just have it playing in my office. But it motivates me, gets me going. I'm gonna post this here for you guys. If you're at a job and you have your 15-minute break during your day, you get two of those, right? So during your 2 15-minute breaks, find 15 minutes worth of motivation to go listen to. And here's the last thing, guys. Here's the last thing. I have an anthem. I pick an anthem because I love music. I pick an anthem every year. And this year, my anthem is by Mary J. Blige, and it's Thriving. She just put that out. It's her new one with Nas. The hook is good. The beat is good. It gets me pumped up, motivated. The words are positive. And I feel like I could just do anything when I listen to this song. So find yourself an anthem for yourself to play the rest of this year. Mine is called Thriving. Rolita, you might want to check that out. Thriving by Mary J. Blige. But find your own if that doesn't work for you. And then find something you can listen to throughout the day. And find something that you can listen to at the top of the day. So I'm doing this backwards for y'all now, okay? That's how I neutralize. My neutralization, it has to be what I'm listening to, what I'm seeing, what I'm reading all day coming in. This was number 3. So number 2 was stop owning your fear. Stop owning the fear. Right? Put the in front of it instead of my. Fear, apprehension, chaos, nervous, whatever it is you're dealing with. Don't take it in and, oh, I own this. This is how, because then you'll just never be able to get rid of it because you're just pouring too much love on it and appreciation for it. Even if you don't know, that's what you're doing. You're coddling it and, honey, get rid of it. You got bigger things to do. And then again, tell yourself the truth. So that's what I have for you guys today. Again, I hope that I trusted that resonated with you. Thank you for the shares. I'm seeing a bunch of shares, a bunch of comments. So I'm gonna have to come back and I make sure I comment to each and every one of you. Tomorrow night, we're having a very, very special book launch. So if you're around at 9 o'clock and you want to see what my students are working on in process, and some have actually completed and have published, self-published their own book through my process, Create Your Book Now Blueprint. It's free. Come out and celebrate with us, okay? And then, like I said, tonight, there's a free LinkedIn training if you're interested in learning about LinkedIn. Absolutely free. Click the link above. And again, guys, join my group, join my mailing list. And of course, send me a friend request. Let's connect. Let's talk. Let me see what you're up to. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, that's what I got for you today. Create a beautiful day. And I'll be back tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Oh, if you guys are still on here, this thing is not stopping. This is so strange. I'm trying to end this. Let's see.